Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tasia Flowers, and by the title of this video, you already know what it is that we're talking about. Okay, the signs that your manifestation is on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way. And I know you keep hearing it so often and so frequently, but I want you to know it's on the way. And I feel as if there is no one else better equipped than me to be able to tell you that your manifestations are on the way. And here's why I say that. Because your girl is a very observant / self-aware person. When I tell you, I don't know if it's like the neurodivergent brain, but pattern recognition is probably one of my strong suits. And so I've been going through a time where I'm just like, wait, something about this is actually very familiar. And yeah, so I'm in a very familiar time, and that's because there are things that I've manifested and they are on the way. And if you are not careful, you will think that it's not on the way because it doesn't look like how you thought it would look like. None of this is gonna look like how you thought it was gonna look like. Even the outcome of the result, okay, is not gonna look like how you thought it was gonna look like, okay? You are gonna get exactly what you want, but at the degree that you can handle it. For instance, my lease is gonna be up very shortly, so I do have to tell my apartment testimony because boy, oh boy, it is a wonderful testimony. But yeah, I love my apartment now, but I wanted something completely different, right? Because I am a flower, quite literally. I need something with a whole bunch of sunlight, and my apartment here is actually like opposite facing, so I don't get any direct sunlight at all, but of course there's still light that comes in through my apartment. But yeah, I wanted a lot of windows, like a separate kitchen island, and you know, I didn't get it, but I got it. I got the apartment at the degree in which I could even handle. So there was a time leading up to that point that if I just didn't like stick through it, I would not have gotten to where it is that I am now, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you guys what are the 4 signs of manifestation. And just know that this is going to have a part 2 because I don't want all the signs to be like so negative, but this is just currently what the process that I am in, so I'm better able to articulate it. But y'all, I'm teaching as I'm going through it, but that doesn't mean that I'm less equipped to be able to teach it. Imagine going through something over and over again and then finally taking notes on it for you to be able to pass the test. I'm passing the test right now. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm passing the test, and I want you guys to be able to pass the test right now too, because you're being tested. I want by the end of this for you to be like, yes, I got the job. Yes, I got the apartment. Yes, I ended up getting a raise or increasing my finances. Yes, for somebody, you're having a baby, you know? Like, I want you to know that your manifestations are on the way, and I know it doesn't look like that right now, but let me tell you that it is. And so here are the signs that your manifestation is on the way. Number 1, you're tired. I know, you're tired. Poor baby. No, for real, like, you are tired. I kid you not, y'all. I have been taking naps faithfully. Like, I will wake up and I'll be like, wow, I'm still tired. And then I'll take a nap again, maybe like 3 to 4 hours later. And then that's when I feel like I'm ready to start my day. But you're tired. You're going to be tired because think about the mental energy that it takes for you to even continue to every day visualize something that's not in your environment. Like, I'm talking about you are going from 0 to 100. Like, you have to visualize, you have to feel, you have to hear, you have to touch, you have to taste with like literally all your senses. You have to operate on all your senses for you to be able to continuously paint a mental picture of what this manifestation looked like. And so that's going to take mental energy. So of course you're going to be tired. Not only that, you are doing everything in your power to make sure that it happens. So for instance, right, let's say resistance training. For those who don't really know what resistance training is, imagine two forces acting against each other. So let's say you're on your back, your legs are up in the air. I'm telling you to, is it push? I'm telling you to push, right? While I'm also pushing. So we are pushing in the same direction. No, we are pushing, but the thing is I'm pushing against you and you're pushing against me. And I'm telling you to move it from A to B. Like, you know how hard that would be? It's literally like playing a game of tug of war. Like, you are operating in a different direction while your past is simultaneously like grounding you to where it is that you were. So you're having to like stride in the opposite direction while there's weight and like force pulling you back to where it is that you were. And so that's gonna make you tired. That's going to make you tired. And it's completely understandable. I want you to know that rest is also a part of the process. Just like me, right? I was able to do my work today, take a nap, get up, do my work, and then, you know, like, I don't know why, it might just be the time of day that I operate, but I operate best at night. Like, I'm naturally a night owl, but I know I have work to do like in the morning and I have to get up early, so I've conditioned myself to be, I guess you could say, somewhat of a morning person, but I get a lot of energy at night. So I want you to operate how you think is best, but schedule some rest in. It's okay if you're tired. I understand you feel like right now, especially because you want it so bad that you're putting 1,000,001 things on your plate, and that way, you know, you're that much closer to it. But I want you to know it's gonna come in its own time. So it doesn't matter. Well, it does. It doesn't matter how much work you feel like you're putting in. I also want you to be able to rest, because when it does come, you don't want to be like so just like unable to receive because you just put in so much work and now you're tired, and you know, by the time the thing comes, you're just like I just want to go to sleep, and you don't even want to enjoy the thing when you first get it. Like, that's the whole point. Is it's not about the destination, it's about the journey on the way to the destination. Let this process change you. Let yourself grow into the thing that's even going to be able to receive it, because when you receive it, I need you to also know that you need to know how to maintain it, and the process is going to tell you that. And so you don't want to skip step 3 through 4 and go straight to 5 and 6 when 3 and 4 is actually like essential building blocks. Oftentimes when we find ourselves skipping, we're gonna have to go back anyways. And so I'd rather you take your time on the way, learn all that you have to learn, so that way you can just like, when you're there, you're there. You don't have to go back, because it's gonna feel like you're going backwards. And we can prevent that as much as possible. So yeah, the first sign of the manifestation is working is you're gonna be tired, and it's completely okay. Okay. Number two, that the sign that the manifestation is working, you're gonna have like a, for instance, you know how when you're so nervous to do something, let's say you're going to perform on stage, and you're so nervous to perform on stage, and then everyone keeps telling you you're going to do fine, you're going to do fine, you're going to do great. And you're just like, yeah. That's the stage that I like to say, the manifestation is working. It's almost like a yeah. I know it's on its way. I know it's coming. And if you're any bit like me, you're going to have signs and synchronicity. My signs and synchronicities are through angel numbers. I see repeating numbers like literally all the time, and you probably resonate with that as well. You see them all the time, and after a while you start seeing different ones. Like, you know the meaning of whatever particular one you always see, but then you start seeing different ones. You're like, oh, I ain't never seen that 1313. Let me go ahead and look it up. And then just to find out, it always usually means the same exact thing, if not just different wording from the angel numbers that you see literally all the time. that, oh, make sure you rest. It's okay to rest. Make sure you find balance. Your manifestation's on the way. Continue to have continue to work hard. Continue to believe that it can. Ask your divine counsel for interference. They're here to help you. Literally, I trust me, I look it up all the time and I'm just like, yeah. So that's probably what you're feeling also, is like, I know, but when is it gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know when it's gonna happen for you, but I know it's sooner than you actually think that it is. And I know it doesn't feel that way because you're just like, I've been through this same thing before, or at least the feeling feels familiar, and you remember last time it took you what felt like forever to actually get the manifestation to be tangible and right in front of you, that you can grab it. But I want you to know that, yeah, it may feel like you're starting over, but you're actually starting over from experience. So that always expedites the process. And that's why I'm here to tell you guys like what to expect in the process of like the manifestation coming true. Like, you may think that things aren't working if you're not self-aware of what you've been through before. And so I'm telling you, learn from my own experience, because I know this is universal. I know it's universal because I hear when people talk about it. I see the things that happen when people are manifesting, and it's just one of those things, right? Like, it's gonna happen, but you don't know when. You don't really know when it's ready to receive you. Okay, it's not just about you receiving it, it also has to be ready to receive you. So that's the second sign of the manifestation is working. And I want to say the third one is irritation. You are going to be irritated, okay? But let me tell you why it is so important that you learn to ground yourself and let that irritation go. Listen, when you are manifesting, oh my gosh, like, it just seems like you are getting exactly like opposite situations that you didn't even ask for. Like, why the heck, if I'm trying to manifest money, did I get a random bill from 2014 and now they saying that I owe it by tomorrow, or else they're gonna come and take everything? You know, like, that's the type of stuff. I know it seems so exaggeratory, but like, that's the type of stuff that really be happening. You be having imaginary bills come through, like all these things that you're just like, why now? And that's because it's working. But here's the thing, those things are put in your path, one, yes, to irritate you, but really is there to test you. It's there to test you that no matter, even if you do get this surprising bill in the mail, or people are more annoying than usual, or you find yourself being more reactive than you usually are, that's there to test you to see whether or not you really want it. Are you going to be frustrated the whole entire way through just for you to be like, you know what, forget it, I don't even care no more, I don't want it? And then it's just like, oh, well, your wish is my command. You don't want it? You couldn't withstand a little pressure, a little fire, you know, to get the thing that you wanted? Then shoot, you really didn't want it that bad. Life is here to test you to see whether or not you want the thing that you said that you want, okay? So it's gonna expose yourself to what you can handle and whether or not you actually want the thing. And I don't think that's entirely a bad thing, because sometimes you may realize that you actually don't want the thing, and then the reason why you wanted the thing was because you were just in such a heightened moment where you seen it and you was like, oh my gosh, I want this thing was the best thing ever. For instance, right, I don't know why this is the first like example that came into my mind, but you know how when you eat something, when it's been like a long night of drinking, and then you go and then you get some like fire hole in the wall type of food, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever I could possibly imagine. For me, it's always pizza. It's always pizza. Man, I love a good pizza when it's that time and I'm, you know, I need something to soak up all the liquor, okay? But here's the thing, I don't actually really I don't hate pizza, but I don't love pizza. And I'm a foodie. Like, I love food, but I don't love pizza. I like it, but again, when let's say you have one of those nights and you're at a food spot and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, and then when you're sober minded, you're just like, you know what, I can go for another slice of pizza, and you're just like, oh wait, this doesn't taste the same. You know what I'm saying? You got the thing and you realize you actually didn't want it. The reason why you wanted it is because whatever circumstances happened for you to even be like, yeah, I want this thing. You were in such a heightened state of emotion where when you got it, it felt like everything. So yeah, I don't think the irritating part of the process is entirely a bad thing, because it does test you whether or not you want what you say that you want. And I would advise that if you realize you don't want the thing, oh, let it go immediately. But if you find yourself keep coming back to that thing, that means you want it. So that means life is gonna test you. And this is why it's so important that in this state in particular, not only is irritation in the way to test you, but it's also there to test your vibrational match to the thing. And this is another part in the process that can prolong your manifestation coming to you, because when it does, it wants to make sure that you're a vibrational match for the thing, that the thing that you want also wants you. So you know how when you down on your luck and you only got a couple dollars to your name, and you feel like you're in survival mode, it's so hard when you're in survival mode to think about your dreams, right? But you have to have this sort of resilience to just do it anyways. Like, shoot, I only got a couple dollars in my bank account. Shoot, I just used the last bit of money to get some food, but it's still gonna happen. That's the vibrational match that you need to have. But if you're constantly irritated and you're in a lower vibration than the thing that you want, it's gonna be so much harder to manifest, okay? And that is why it's so important that when you're irritated in that moment, you have to still know that, you know what, this too shall pass. It's just here to test me. It's just here to see if I am in a great vibration for the thing that wants me. And the more you're in that state of like receiving good vibes, receiving your manifestation, and just being in all of the senses that would even align for the thing that you want, it's gonna be so much easier, because it's just gonna come and it's gonna flow to you without any blockages. But every single time you're irritated, the thing just runs into irritation, and it just keeps bouncing off. And yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Make sure you remain at, if not equilibrium, like an indifferent stage. Like, well, shoot, if it comes, it comes. Not if. When it comes, it comes. Until then, shoot, I'm content. Make sure you have some sort of just like even ground. If you can't always be up here, I need you to just be level, okay? So that is number 3, the sign is working. And then the last sign, the manifestation working, oh my gosh, the one we all hate. The past keeps coming up. Do you know how uncomfortable it is for the past to keep coming up? And it's gonna come up in so many different ways, and you're just gonna be like, what is going on? And I also feel like that's what contributes to that familiar feeling of like, oh, I've done this same thing before. Like, whether that's in a mental state, right? So you're gonna be thinking about things that you thought you healed past, and I want you to know you very much did heal past. You did heal it, but healing isn't linear. Like, it's like circular actually. So every single time you come to the same point, like that starting point, you're gonna have to heal. But make sure when you're healing upwards, even if it's circular, right? But healing is not linear. You're gonna have to keep forgiving those people. You're gonna have to keep, you know, making yourself to feel safe in these moments of transition and change, because it's gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be exposed to things that triggered you, that used to trigger you, to see whether or not like you're actually healed past them. Because again, you gotta be able to obtain the thing that it is that you want, and that is gonna require a whole different version of you. So if that thing that used to trigger you in the past is still triggering you, then that means that you might need to do some more work at the state that you're in, so that way when you do get the thing, you're not bringing that baggage with you. And don't get me wrong, again, healing isn't linear. You're probably gonna have to heal from that thing again, but you're gonna be coming from a different point of view and perspective, rather than where you are, where you're so triggered. The past may also come up. People might start hitting you up again, like, hey big head, hey cousin, hey family. Nah, I want you to know, don't even do it. Don't even do it. It's not worth it. There's nothing there left for you that you left behind. I want you to know you ain't leave not a damn thing behind, okay? I need you to continue to propel forward, because those people are only there to obtain something from you, if not see and be in an observation of like, oh, she kind of glowing up. Let me see how I can fit myself here, or, you know, whatever the case may be. People are opportunists, and they may just be finding an opportunity to get a hold of your blessing, so that way they can be like, oh, well, I got in, you know, I was here since the beginning. And it's like, no, you weren't. You just got in before the thing actually happened, and now you want me to make it, you want me to feel like you were here the whole entire time. No, people think that they can lose their place in line, come back to where it is that they were, and act like you didn't notice that they weren't there. We know that you were not there, so we're not about to do that at all. Don't let them people come back in. Also, if you're a prophetic dreamer like me, you might be dreaming about people, and I want you to know, don't let them back in that way either, because you might be like, oh my gosh, it's finally meant to be. I had this beautiful dream about this man or this woman, and you know, we were just so in love and everything just seemed fine and dandy. It's an illusion. It's smoke and mirrors. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because trust me, I've done it, and I've even tried to see it out, and it didn't work out. Like, it didn't work out the first 3 times that we tried to do it, and it's not gonna work out. Okay, I want you guys to know that this is all a tactic for life to just bring you back. Like, that is that force that is keeping you where it is that you are, rather than progressing forward. Because if you settle for the familiar, you'll never understand what, like, the taste of the unknown, how good its riches are. You'll never know what it's like to get the real thing that you want, but you'll always have that copy. And I want you to know, you've already experienced what it is in the past, okay? That nostalgic feeling, it's just that, a feeling that came and went, because you're only probably going to remember the good times anyways. So remind yourself why it is that you're doing what you're doing, why you manifested what you manifested, and know that it is very much on the way for you. And these are the 4 signs that your manifestation is on the way. 1, you're going to be tired. 2, it's going to feel like you keep hearing the same thing over and over again. 3, you might just be irritated. And 4, the past keeps coming up. Okay, it's coming back, and it's trying to see if you're really ready to move forward. And I know you are, okay? So these are the 4 signs that your manifestation is on the way. And if you like this video, you guys know what to do. And I will see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye.